G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. Today I'm going to show you how to build my lag-proof concrete powder to concrete converter. Now this is a very oversimplified version of the current sort of concrete converters you find. They just have an area where you can place one bit of powder and then break it, and by pressing both keys at the same time you can place and break over and over again. The problem is, when you get on a server with a lot of lag, it doesn't take very long before you fail to place the next block and you end up hacking away at the block behind and the whole machine shuts down. Now we don't have that problem with this machine because what we're doing is we're always facing upwards at more concrete. So if you fail to place it once, you just end up breaking the bit of concrete behind, and the one behind that, and the one behind that. And if something terrible happens and you don't place any, you end up hacking away at nothing. So you're not going to break anything. But I've tested this on really, really laggy servers, and I've had no problems whatsoever. So we've got a dropper down here. You can load that up with items. So I'll put half a stack in my offhand, and we'll put a stack and a half in there, and I'll change to survival. So to begin, we just place all of our concrete, and as we start placing in front of these observer blocks, that dropper is going to drop me another piece of concrete powder. So then what we do is we right click first and then start left clicking at the same time, and we break away. Now you're not going to see many problems with lag right now because I'm on a single player redstone world. But on a server, what'll happen is you'll see you break this one, and then you break that one, and then you'll place two again, and it just continues back and forth like that. But the machine will keep running. So this is super easy to build, guys. There's a few funny resources like powered rail and observer blocks. I could have done this with just redstone dust, but powered rail is a little more lag friendly. And you can see we've got extra storage for concrete powder here if you wanted to load it all the way up, and you could even add extra chests above that. And our output for the concrete is down here, and if you needed more output, then you could just dig a hole and have extra chests. And we've got a nice iron door here to keep us safe while we're AFK. So that is enough talking. Let me show you how to build it. We'll start by putting in our output chest. So just dig a hole and place a double chest right there with another hole here with two hoppers leading into the side. And then we're going to want a hopper there and a hopper right there. Now behind this hopper, I want you to place 8 blocks straight up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's as far as we're going to be able to reach. Now we're going to put a hopper up the top here because when a server is really laggy, you'll break concrete blocks and they'll end up appearing in item form and find themselves inside of the block you've just placed, and they tend to fly up the top here like a glass item elevator, and they get stuck in blocks and they're very hard to retrieve. So we just put a hopper there. So what you can do at the end, if you're missing a piece of concrete, you can just check that hopper up the top to see if it's collected anything. I've found with a lot of lag, I think for every 4 stacks, I might get one item sitting up the top there. Next, we're going to put in a hopper minecart here to collect the items as we're breaking them. We're using a hopper minecart rather than a hopper just because it has a higher reach and it's going to grab more of the items before they can fly off in funny directions. And we're also going to need a trapdoor right here because we're going to have water coming down, and that's going to hold the water back. So above the trapdoor, place a block, put a piece of rail there, and put the hopper minecart on top. Then just break the block. Next, we're going to put in 2 observer blocks to detect when we are breaking the concrete, and that'll send a signal to our dropper to give us another piece of concrete powder. So I'll break those 2 blocks above the hopper minecart and come around behind, and we'll place 2 observers right there. Then you can place a block against the bottom observer, another one out to the side, and you'll need to dig a little hole here so you can place another observer facing in that direction, and we'll seal up our hole. Then you can break that temporary block, and we're going to put a piece of rail right there, another one right there, a block underneath the observer, and then we'll grab a repeater. This needs to be on a 2-tick delay. Then we'll place our dropper facing forwards like this. And to make it so this dropper will fire the item in a way that we can collect it, we're going to grab a stair and place it like so. If we had the dropper facing directly at us, it would just go into the hopper that we're standing on. Then you can grab a piece of carpet and place it on top of that hopper like so. Now that's all the redstone complete. We're going to put in our water stream. So we're going to build up some walls here. So behind this hopper, we're going to build a wall all the way to the top, and another one right here. And on top of this chest, you're going to need to place a temporary block in front and then an upside down stair right there so we can still access our chest. And then on top of that stair, we're going to build this wall all the way up like so, and then you can grab your bucket of water and place it right there. Next, I want you to place a hopper into the side of that dropper, and we'll place a block right here next to the stair so items don't fly out in the wrong direction. And on top of the hopper, we'll place a double chest, and that is for adding extra concrete powder. So now we're going to build our walls up so our items don't go flying everywhere. So on top of the dropper and on top of the stair, we're going to build this wall all the way up. Now we want to leave the area above our carpet free so we can look up at all our concrete powder. So we're going to come out one block like so, leaving that clear all the way down, and we're going to build these 3 blocks all the way down just to contain all our items that are flying out everywhere. But at the bottom, we're going to leave a gap for our iron door. Now, I don't want you to place the iron door like that because there's a big gap between the hopper and the door. We're going to turn around and place it like so. Then grab a wooden button, place it there so you can get in and out, and the same thing on the inside. But what we're going to do here is we're going to place 5 buttons in total. So that's 3, 4, 5, and that just stops us from placing a piece of concrete powder above our heads that's just going to drop on top of us. So the last thing to do is just place a block up there next to the hopper, and you're done. Then you're ready to start making concrete. So what I would do, if you're only doing a small amount, just put the stacks directly into the dropper, put your concrete powder in your offhand, the pick in your main hand, and just hold shift, jump up, place the first one against the hopper, and then place them all the way down. Then you aim for the top of this first block, right click first, then hold down left click, and you're away. So thanks for watching, guys. This thing is absolutely wonderful for servers where you're experiencing a lot of lag. Trust me, just build it. It's so easy to build. Give it a go, and you will be amazed at how this machine just refuses to break, no matter how bad the lag is. So thanks for watching. I'm Cortezerino. I will see you later.